Thank you for choosing Urander. This is an unboxing and instructions video for your bed rack system. When it comes to the top platform, we have 4 rails on the side. This points to the front of the car, and this means rear left, right? And then this one right here, you also see an arrow. Again, this points to the front of the car, and this is rear right. This is front left. Again, this points to the front of the car, and this is front right. So now we've laid everything out on the floor, and imagine this is the front of the car, and this is the back of the truck, right? This is front right, pointing to the front of the car. Smallest pillar, and then second pillar, right here we have rear right. Again, this points to the front of the car. And how we are gonna connect the two side rails would be through this little connector. This arrow points up, and this arrow points to the front. So it goes like this way, and then this rail will slide on top of this connector. So that first step to assembling the top platform is connecting the front and back rails. So now, to assemble the crossbars, first find this long screw and find this short bolt, right? This long bolt and this short bolt. And the 4 corners will be using this longer bolt, right? For the 4 corners. And for everything that's in the middle, we'll be using the short bolt. And as for the nut, on the 4 corners, we'll be using this locking nut. Go through this, and then put the nut behind, like that. And for the middle part, we're gonna use this short bolt and this block and bolt it together like that. So the very first thing you do is sliding these blocks in there so you don't get blocked. And we have 7 middle crossbars and 2 on the side, so we want 2 blocks in there, right? 7 blocks in there, my apologies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, so in order to fasten the middle crossbars, we're using this short bolt with these blocks, right? With these blocks. And the very first thing you do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, slide them into the slot and push them down. And now you can piece this together, right? Go through the top, go through the bottom, loosely fasten this. Go to the other side, do the same. And for the middle ones, find the first block. Again, we designed this so that your crossbars can be anywhere. You can evenly distribute them or have everything have more here, have more in the back, right? It's very flexible. Let's say I want my second crossbar here, let's say to put a Starlink unit. You align the T-slot block below and then use this short screw on top. And that's how you do the middle crossbars. Okay, all our crossbars and slats are essentially infinitely movable, right? You can place them wherever you want. And then once you're ready, it's just 2 screws, one here one here, and then it's good. And you have 7 in the middle, 2 at each end. All right, moving on to the truck. The first thing we do, we want to remove these little covers, right? So it's hinged at these 2 points. So what you want to do is you want to create a little curve and just pop them out. So do like this and lift them straight up. Right here. After you pop out the covers, just drop in the base. You'll see one side is a little bit narrower than the other side. So have this offset and drop it in there, and you want to keep it in the middle. We make the hole a little bit bigger so that you know, each Cybertruck's made a little bit differently. And then use these 10mm locking nuts and put them on like that. All right, keep it in the middle. Looks good, and tighten it. And you'll notice that I'm using equal torque as much as I can until it's full contact and a quarter turn. Full contact and a quarter turn. So the front 4 mounting points already come with 10 mils, so you might want to just take them out. All right, so now that you have the top platform assembled and the base installed onto the mounting point, we are ready to move on to the pillars. You want to find these 17mm bolts with this thicker black washer. All right, put it here, align it, and then just use your hand, find the right angle. You might need to wiggle the top platform a little bit and just like thread it in there. There we go. Okay, use your hand, and you want to centralize this pillar as much as possible. We left a bigger space in the bottom because each Cybertruck is made differently, right? So you want to centralize this as much as possible for posterity. Here, you'll see that it's pretty much equal spacing, left and right. Okay, it's probably too much backwards. And just centralize it as much as possible. Okay, that looks good. And hand tighten it first, or you can use tools, but you don't need to tighten it a lot because there's still going to be some adjustments later on. All right, so you got the tallest pillar installed already. Same thing here, 17mm bolt with a washer. Put it here. Again, you want to centralize this as much as possible, but let's just focus on threading this bolt in there first onto the base, right? Hands. All right, so now that you have the pillars installed, right, you want to do the side molly panels, right? Just like gently lay it on there. We've left plenty of room for adjustment, front and back, right? So just lay it on there, and then use this little flat screw, flat bolt, flat head bolt, and a washer, slightly smaller washer, and this self-locking nut with grooves, right? Just like find the hole and just lay it in there. Might need to wiggle it a little bit, and then go to the other side. All right, just like put it on, just so that it doesn't drop. Do the same for this side, and then we will do the middle one and the back one. All right, so same thing for the middle molly panel, just like gently lay it on there. You know, we've left space left and right, for adjustment. Just like gently lay it on there. All right, and then same thing, this flat head, right, bolt with this washer with a slightly smaller hole. Put it on there, and then this locking nut, right? Find the right hole. Okay. All right, so you got that first part, this middle part installed. Now, this last piece of side molly panel, again, just lay it on there, roughly. All right, just get it in there. Again, your base is adjustable, your pillar is adjustable, left and right is adjustable. So what we want to focus on is just getting 2 bolts, one here in, and then we'll do the adjustments later. All right, so now you've got some bolts on here, some bolts on here. What you want to do is you want to look at the gap, right? You want to have a uniform gap from the front to the back, and make sure the pillars are not squeezing anything, right? Make sure they're not too far apart. Again, the base of this pillar is adjustable, so move things around, right? And then when you are happy with the results of the side molly panel plus the pillar combination, that's when you can start tightening things. To install that wind deflector, have your rubber seal, right? Slot it onto the longer end of your wind deflector, right? Push it in. All right, once you have your rubber seal installed, now you want to install the bracket for the wind deflector, right? Install it this way. Right, so this elevated platform coincides with this elevated bracket, right? And then you want to basically align it so that the square hole, so that this square piece is roughly this way. This edge aligns with the bottom of the platform, and the square hole is kind of, this round hole is to the bottom of the square hole, right? And then you use this flathead Allen key bolt again with a washer. Find your 13. Okay, slot it in, and then thread it. Okay, found it. Okay, first you want to place your wind deflector, right, at the very front. And then you want to find your block with a spring attached. Slide it in there like so. Push it down and push it in there. Great. Now that this is in place, make sure that your wind deflector is aligned. Looks good. And find your 6 mil bigger bolt, right? Round head bolt with a washer, and just start threading in there. Great. All right, for that corner, again, for this corner bolt, you want to use that same 13 mil nut and that flathead Allen bolt, right? Do the top first, and then go to that bottom. All right, so now you want to pull this ton tight, okay? You don't want to leave any space between the windshield or the wind deflector and your roof. So that way the wind deflector doesn't flap about. So you really want to pull this tight this way, and then now tighten it. For the tail section, take our best friend's T-block with the spring again, right? First put it here. Okay, you'll see that it's this way and this way. So, alright, put the tail aside first. Slide this T-block outside in. Same thing here. Compress the spring outside in. All right, now that it's in there, put the tail section on there. All right, and then use this round headed Allen key, 6mm. Okay. All right, just thread it in. And then tighten it. Cool. The final step is securing the top rack and the tail section together, right? Find our flat-headed 5mm bolt with the washer. Just like wiggle it around and thread it into the brass component in there. Okay, great. That's good. Okay. All right, the bottom 2 screws, again, flat-headed 5mm with our 13 nut, self-locking nut. Right, thread it in there, find the right nut and just twist it in.